Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alex Williams. I'm the head of animation at Escape Studios. And this webinar is all about QC Animations, the very impressive YouTube channel created by one of our students at Escape Studios. And QC Animations was created by Charlotte Gimbird, who's here to talk to me today about how she created QC Animations and how she turned it into a YouTube hit with over 80,000 subscribers. And I say this with a slight twinge of jealousy because my own YouTube channel has around 4,500 subscribers. So Charlotte, you have me beat by 20 times, which is pretty impressive. Charlotte's YouTube channel is all about well, her characters in the world of Minecraft, and she uploads a new video regularly to the channel and sustains it as an online animation business. And I think what's really interesting about this is traditionally at Escape Studios, we train animators for jobs, you know, to go out there into the world of the animation industry, find work in visual effects, animation, motion graphics, whatever's going. But Charlotte has broken that business model and created something entirely new. She created QC Animations before she came to Escape Studios. So this was done entirely off her own bat with no guidance from us. And she's created a successful animation business online doing something that she really loves. So Charlotte, let me bring you into the conversation and tell us about how you started QC Animations.
Oh God, okay. Okay, I'm gonna hi everyone. So some of you might know me. I'm in your classes. Hi people. So QC Animations was really started about 5 years ago. It's hitting 6 years in August. Woo, on August 11th. It's hitting 6 years, but I actually started off as a Minecraft roleplay channel. It's so embarrassing to say because it's really old. Back when I started YouTube, the main thing that was on YouTube was Minecraft role players or people Sky does Minecraft, Sam a cow, people who it's hard to explain.
And was Minecraft your own passion? I mean, were you a big Minecraft fan?
I mean,
is that where it came from?
I actually didn't own Minecraft until 2014. So
okay.
A year after I got Minecraft, because my friend bought it for me, because she's been playing Minecraft for ages. She's been there for a while. She bought me Minecraft on Christmas. And since then, I've just been playing Minecraft, and that's what I didn't know. Started off as a Minecraft roleplay channel. I had a series called The Shadows, which was a Minecraft roleplay about Herobrine, because that was the big thing.
When you say you had a series called Shadows, just to unpack that, what does that mean?
The Shadows. So basically, my character who I was role playing as was Herobrine's daughter, but not.
Okay.
It was so stupid. There was no story or anything. It was just fun because I had a couple of friends that wanted to do it with me. So then I did. So then I formed the Shadow series with a couple of my friends back in the day. They all disappeared because people move on. People don't go back to what they used to do and all that stuff. But back in that day, I set up I think my friend set up a Minecraft server for it all. So then we built maps on there. I got some of my other friends in there to voice act for me as well, play certain characters.
So it's interesting. So you're sort of creating characters and animation and a YouTube channel all at the same time.
Yeah, basically.
What was the point when you thought where you because obviously in the beginning you start your YouTube channel and probably not that many people are connecting to it. So what was the point when it began to become something bigger than you'd expected?
I mean, that's the thing, you never really understand when you start growing. That's the whole thing with YouTube. So you can start off and live on 200 subs and don't even hit 1K until 3 to 4 years afterwards you start your channel. My channel didn't start going big until 2016, 17, because that's when I started changing over my channel was getting rebranded. I've rebranded about 3 times now into 3 different things.
And why did you rebrand?
Because because I found new people to talk to, and like I found like more and new inspiration. So like when I started changing my channel into, because I was at first, like if I remember correctly, I was something called Queen Enderbrine or something, Queen Enderbrine YouTube or something like that, and then I went into Sharia_XX or something like that. I can't remember exactly, and then like I think it was like 28. I think it was 2017. I finally went into QC animations because my main character is called Queen Sharia. So QC stands for Queen Sharia Animations, as in like my OC animations, because I animate.
Tell us about Queen Sharia.
Okay, so Queen Sharia is my main character. She's a demon in a fantasy world. So we made like a whole story about her, and it's one of the main series on the channel, which is going into season 2 soon, because we're finishing off season 1 like now. Like it's like one thing away from being done. She is it's hard to explain like her completely, because she's a really complex character. But Queen Sharia is the queen of Shadowville, which is a made-up castle / area I made up by looking around on some stuff. She lives with her boyfriend Mitchell, which is a replica of my boyfriend in real life, and his character's called Mitchell Fox. Right. So it's Queen Sharia and Mitchell Fox are the king and queen of that Shadowville that I created. They deal with demons on a day-to-day basis, pretty much. They deal with like corrupted humans, or cursed humans as we call them, because they've got like something wrong with them, like say someone's got veins on them or something. And they deal with them at day-to-day basis. She has a bodyguard who is a cursed human called Walter, who is one of my friends on Discord, so we got him in as well. And then
what about you've got other characters, haven't you? You've got Azara, and
I've got Azara, I've got Azrael, I've got Lucifer, I've got Sammy, Brendan, I've got quite a few of them, like different series. So you've got 2 different series. So you've got The Last Soul, aka TLS, which is Queen Sharia's like series. And then I've got Into the Shadows, aka ITS, which is Azrael's story. So The Last Soul and ITS like interact with each other, but don't, because in both of the stories, Azara, so Azrael's twin sibling, is dead or dies or gets killed or something. But in TLS, she gets possessed by a demon called Queen Annabelle. So that's where the queen part comes from. So Annabelle, so for a new demon to be made, the demon and the human have to be near death before they can like merge into one new demon. So in TLS, so in I think, because we started off introducing Sharia and Lucifer in Monster, so the first episode of TLS, which was released last year.
And who writes the stories? Do you write all the scripts?
I mean, I don't write the scripts alone.
Right. So you have a team.
I have a team, yeah. I have a team called QC Productions. So I have a rigger, I have 3 modelers, I have my boyfriend who is semi-director. So me and my boyfriend Michael, like we do both of the we do everything together. So we're like director and co-director. I'm the co-director / producer of, the whole team, whereas he's the director and he's the one who keeps like the channel like stable and like gives me stuff of what I should be doing and what shouldn't be doing. Like
when you say keeps it stable, you mean he does the sort of tech?
Yeah, he does all the techie stuff, and he does editing as well. So he edits all my videos as well, which is nice having someone like that. But yeah, we've got, so me and Michael, we do a lot together. So Michael does rigging, Michael does modeling, Michael does story writing, Michael does 3D layout, and I do the same stuff, but I do animation mainly. Like my main focus is animation for the channel, because at the moment I'm the only animator.
Okay, and how big is your team now? Because obviously it's grown a lot since you
So it started off quite small. If I can quickly just grab my. Can I start sharing my screen actually?
Yeah,
I think this would be a good
maybe
time.
you should play. Why not share some stuff?
Yeah,
that'd be a good time to show people what it is we're talking about.
Okay, so I'm going to share my whole screen. You can probably see my whole screen.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Ignore my messy desktop. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly show you like the whole production team. So like this is the whole production team. Like we have a whole Discord and everything. So you have me and Michael. So Michael's here, I'm here. So we've got the founders of it, and then you've got one of my modelers is here, another modeler is here, and then you have my rigger, which is here, and then you have my voice actors. So I have.
Because when you say rigger, you're obviously creating, these are all original characters. So someone's got to, and you're modeling and building these in Maya, is that right?
Yeah, we do it in Maya now. We used to be in another program, a third-party program called Minimator. But I don't really touch Minimator right now. But once, because it's like all the last stuff I'm doing in Minimator, then I'm completely moving over into Maya. But yeah, I have two work partners as well. So I've got two music partners right now, and we're doing like we have a current song for Reese right now. And we've got another animation coming out with Stipendium, who is relatively big on YouTube. He's like, I think he's got like nearly 500, I think it's like nearly 600K now. So we're working with two music people. And then you've got my voice actors. So you've got Adam, who voice acts Sammy in ITS. You have Josh, who voice acts Azrael in ITS. You have David, who is offline, who voice acts Brendan. You have Lucas, who voice acts Lucifer. And then you have Noah, who voice acts William. So Sharia, Sasha Zara's father, the one who looks after a lot of them.
Yeah. Okay, so you pulled together a whole team really here.
Yeah.
It's like a studio.
Yeah, we're always looking for like new people as well. Like we need to get animators soon. We need more modelers soon. So if anyone wants to come and apply, I will probably send out a form at some point of when we need someone. But yeah, if you can see down here on the whole team, we have like categories and everything for like everything. So you've got Find the Keys, which is the Bending Link Machine music video. Don't tell anyone, that is under wraps. No one knows about that yet. We have Bittersweet, which is ITS episode 1, so the first episode of ITS. We have the whole Into the Shadows and the Last Soul series categories, and then there's another thing that I'm starting to do, which is called voice actor skits. And then there's just everything else is just here, and then I have my fan server over here as well.
Do you want to play just a clip from QC Animations, just so?
I wonder if it's going to share the audio.
Yeah, we'll have a go. Doesn't matter.
Okay, what do you want to watch first? Because I can show you TLS.
Just something popular and.
Something popular. So the most popular thing on my channel is a FNAF thing, but I don't want to show like something like it. But this is the first episode of TLS. There's actually 7 of them now. Can you hear this? Okay.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, all good.
And this was released July last year.
Nice.
First episode.
Okay, cool.
This is a collab with one of my friends.
Nice. And music is a big part of what you do, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge part. Okay, so I'm just going to really quickly pause this. So, you want to know my characters? This one here, so the demon that my mouse is circling around, that is Sharia. That is Queen Sharia. You have Mitchell is right here, so her king. And then you have Sharia's bodyguard, which is a cursed human called Walter, who my friend voice acts.
Okay.
And I'm going to pause this again. So this is the main antagonist. Say hello to Lucifer Brine. So Lucifer Brine is the main antagonist of TLS because he loves going against Sharia because he wants to be the best thing. Because in his books, if you want to watch the rest of the episode, if you want to watch the rest of TLS, so in episode 2, so Destiny, we find out why Lucifer Bryan is Lucifer Bryan, like why he's named that.
Mm.
I don't want to reveal that because
no spoilers. Yeah.
If you wanna know, go watch it.
Yeah.
But we've got like a whole series playlist for this though, and it's yeah.
Cool. So let's play a little bit more, and then I'll ask you a few more questions. Nice. So listen, so tell us who is, because you've got 80,000 subscribers. So tell us about your fan base. I mean, do you know who they are?
Boy.
Where are the people based who are watching
Okay,
animations?
so my whole my whole statistics on my channel is mainly from people from the USA or Russia, or you like there is some from the United Kingdom, but there's not as many as you would expect.
And is it like an age demographic?
I mean, the last time I checked my demographic, it's between 13 and 18-year-olds.
Okay.
Like that's my main demographic, but then you have other sections where it's 18 up.
Boys or girls?
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that a lot of my sub base are actually younger, because they're on their mom and dad's accounts.
Right. Okay.
So I do know where half my demographic comes from. It's just kids on their mom and dad's YouTube channel or whatever.
Yeah.
But
tell us about the sort of the business side of this, because this is a business for you, isn't it? I mean, it's quite an enterprise. I mean, how does it work? Does it run on advertising? Is that the idea?
So YouTube is run on advertising. Yeah. So monthly, another website called AdSense tracks how many advertisements you get, I think, on your videos. Like, I'm not entirely sure because I haven't really looked into it completely.
Right.
But every single month, like, people who watch your videos get advertisements. Majority of the time they would click on the advertisements.
Yeah. And
there are other times where you get money from just views. So so the ratio that I remember, like the one that is staying right now is $1 per 2K views.
Okay.
So the more views you get, the more money you're going to get. but you have to get to 2K views
in order for that
for that to go into your AdSense. Yeah.
And the one we just saw, Monster Song, that's 1.5 million views that video has had, which is a lot.
Do you want to know a funny story? we had copyright. We had a copyright claim on this video because I emailed the song creator, so Kyra, the song creator, and she said, "Yeah, sure, you can use my song. You can use it." And then I find out 3 months down the line that she signed up with a company. I tried getting the copyright removed, and it's just like, no, my company, my company can't take it off when I literally have the email proof. For the copyright to be removed, but I have problems with copyright on this song, and I would have made quite a bit of money if this wasn't copyrighted. But it's copyrighted, so I have to suffer with all my other videos.
I see. That's frustrating.
It's really annoying.
So you thought you'd cleared the copyright, but then it turned out that
I haven't, and I was just like, oh great, okay. So, and then we can't remove it either. Like, we can't get it off now. Like, I disputed it once. If I dispute it again, I'm gonna be going to court.
Okay.
That's the only problem with YouTube.
Yeah.
If you dispute it once, you might. If you dispute it again, the company or owner of that song could technically take you over to court, and you can lose so much money trying to get copyright off. But the copyright law on YouTube is constantly changing. So after this one, like after this was released, I moved on to a licensed company that I pay £10 a month for. And I have access to over 3K songs just by paying £10 a month.
Yeah. So this is like a library approach.
Yeah.
Where you pay a subscription fee and you have access to all their recorded material.
Yeah, and I had to be careful with that as well, because at first I wasn't really sure if I was going to do it, but then one of my friends suggested you should sign up with Epidemic Sound, so that's my license company. Yeah. And since then I've been using their songs alongside another channel called Netflix who has non-copyrighted material. So I use that in my videos. So Destiny here in TLS is non-copyrighted. Trapped in Nightmare is non-copyrighted, and then these, so Phoebe and Unfelt If I Change and the next one is all non-copyrighted. Yeah. So I don't have a problem with copyright, which is amazing. You don't have problems.
And I think when we talked about this before, you said that you do a new short about once a month. Is that right? Yeah. You upload once a month?
Yeah,
you kind of got to feed the beast, haven't you?
Yeah, you have to feed it. So like every like couple of weeks, like about 3-4 weeks after you upload another video, you kind of have to have another video prepared for that next month, because you have like a time limit of 4 weeks, which is the month. So once the end of that month hits, if you haven't released a video, YouTube can technically count you in as a dead channel. I've had that twice, where I just didn't upload for like a while. So I've had that problem before.
And what happens then if you're a dead channel?
You don't grow. You don't get advertisements. You don't nothing. Okay. Like no one finds you. But with me, I'm lucky enough to have a big enough sub base to. Yeah. I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I'm this big, to be honest. Like when I hit 50K, that was a milestone as it was, and now it's just trying to hit 100K. As you can see, it's 82.9 right now.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We're like trying to get the 100K, which is the first play button.
Play button?
The first YouTube play button, yeah.
What's that mean?
Okay, so with YouTube,
they give you a silver disc to.
Yeah, basically, it's like a plaque you put on your wall. Or something.
Oh, nice. Okay, right.
And there's quite a few milestones. So you've got 100K, which is the first one. You've got 500K, second one. You've got 1 million. You've got 5 million. You've got 10 million. You've got 50 million. Then you've got 100 million.
Wow.
So they go up. And your first button is the silver play button, I think. I think that's the first one. And then your second one is gold. Third one is
once you get that, what's the significance of that? Once you've got that,
it's just like it shows that everything you worked for finally paid off.
Right.
Like everything you worked for is finally paid off. Like you hit the first milestone, that's when your channel starts booming completely. Like you're gonna be on recommendations, you're gonna be on everything. It's just getting to that 100K, which is tough.
Yeah.
That's why I've got a few series running. I've got three to four different series running.
Okay, and you're
Just to
constantly
keep it
making
fit.
new content to upload, new video,
Yeah.
which is, and how much time would you say you
Oh
spend on?
boy.
Obviously, not compromising your work at Escape Studios in any way.
So if I was to go on average, so before like this whole pandemic, I was doing about 20 hours a week, like 7 days, 20 hours. But
Okay.
since we've been in this pandemic, it was 50 hours a week to
Wow.
like over 100 hours a week.
100 hours a week. Okay, that's like
Yeah.
burnout levels of why so
Yeah.
much? That's like crazy amounts of time.
Because I don't know when to stop.
Oh, okay.
Like I have a problem where I don't know when to stop or have a break or something. Like I have breaks every so often, but then I hit a certain area where I get an animation block. I don't want to do anything, and I just sit there playing games and talking to my friends for like about 2 weeks until that burnout finally disappears, and then I go back to work again. But going out for walks and stuff is managing to help now, so I don't hit a burnout as quickly as I would, but I still hit them. Of course I hit them because I got university as well, so my university work goes on top of my YouTube work. So it's like we're starting to sort out like what is priority now. Like we started sorting out yesterday.
And how do you find the stuff that you're learning, because obviously I'm teaching a very, in some ways, quite a traditional animation model, you know, the keyframe animation system, which apart from the fact that we use Maya hasn't really changed much in 100 years. Learning that system of animation, do you find that helps with what you're doing, or is it just a kind of distraction?
I wouldn't say it distracts me. It doesn't distract me because with university work, so all the university work we did last year, the beginning ones, so what we've been doing the beginning of this year, and to now where I'm doing my specialism, all of that has helped me get a lot better at my channel. Like when I started university, I think I was on like 20K or something. I can't remember. Like when I started, and then like as I've gone through my first year,
and that was 2 years ago, right?
Now 2 years ago,
yeah.
My channel suddenly went boom because it's like university was helping because university had Maya. I did it in college as well. Like so for college, I did games art and animation at Bark and Dagenham College, which is not far from me. It's like 20 minutes away.
Right. And they taught you, you learned Maya there, didn't you?
Yeah, I learned the absolute basics there. But before all of that, I was in Cinema 4D. And then I was in Cinema 4D, downscaled to Minimator for about 4 years. And now I'm suddenly going back into a proper program. So I'm going from MI to Maya. So it's like a massive jump.
Yeah.
Plus I work with other people. So I'm in a team where I animate for someone. So someone picked up on my talent and basically was like, oh, do you want to come animate for me? And this guy is like bigger than me.
Wait, so this was before QC animations? You were animating on okay, so you're also animating for other people as well?
Yeah, I'm not alone.
Wow.
So I animate for a channel called Rainimator, who is on over 1 million subs.
Wow. Okay.
And I animate for him, and we animate in Cinema 4D. And he's recently put me on to main character animation because he's seen how well I've been doing in Maya. So he was like, can you help us out with the animation? Do you think you can do main characters now? Are you confident? I was like, yeah, I can do it. So I'm working for him. I'm just waiting for my animation stuff to get sent through from him. And then I've got to do my channel on top. So it's like the situation is at that stage, when you have that section of time, you have to, who you're working for always comes first. So I have to do whatever I'm doing for Rainimator like pretty quickly. Like by the time I get it, I have like a couple of weeks before I need to send it in. So because his channel's bigger than mine and I'm getting paid for doing work for him. So, it's just balancing really. It's really heavy on time management. Like, I work for another team. I've got university. I've got family as well. I have real life issues at times when they just happen randomly. And then you have my YouTube channel as well. So I have to time manage across everything.
Yeah. I mean, one of the advantages, it seems to me, of what you're doing is that a sort of traditional animation studio, you had all these problems to deal with and these startup costs. You know, if you were somebody like Blue Zoo, who began about 15 years ago, you know, they had to rent office space in Soho and they had to buy a bunch of computers and they had to, you know, get equipment. Whereas the startup costs for what you've done were presumably much lower. I mean, you've got the laptop, you've got your software licenses, but then it's really just, you're just kind of growing the thing organically.
Yeah.
I think that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're, in a way, your kind of business model is quite a simple one. You've got some fixed costs, but not that great. And then you've got revenues. And if your revenues exceed your income, then you start to grow the business.
Yeah.
So
that's basically what happens with YouTube.
Yeah. No, it's a great thing. I mean, in a way, it's much more low risk than, you know, than the sort of traditional.
It is, but isn't. I'm going to say but isn't, because it's quite a few of my friends who have been doing YouTube a lot longer than me. Never grew. Never ever grew.
Interesting. Okay.
So in other words, with YouTube, you have to be lucky. You have to release stuff that people like.
But is it luck? Would you say it's luck in your case, or was it more steering your work towards things that you knew people would like?
I'm going to say both. Because
maybe you made your own luck.
I think I did. I probably did, because I started doing music videos. Like my first ever music video was like 2017, like January 2017.
Yeah.
That was the first thing.
And the music is obviously a big part of it, isn't it? Because that's what people connect to that.
Yeah, but the only issue is that normally if you set up a demographic on what you do, what content you do, normally you have to keep it the same content throughout your whole career on YouTube. Right. Like that's the only issue. Like I can't suddenly go in and start doing gameplay videos because my channel is just going to go straight down the pit hole and never come back out. Because
you have an audience.
Yeah, like you have an audience that want a certain thing. So you have to provide that certain thing to them.
Yeah. Which again is like a traditional studio. I mean, you know, Disney don't make slasher movies, right? There's a reason for that. I mean, they have a family brand, and when you buy a Disney DVD or stream a Disney movie now, you expect a certain family-friendly content.
Yeah.
So maybe you're in some ways you're the same as Disney or Pixar, because you've got a brand that you've got to look after.
Yeah, and I have a lot of problems with impersonation. Like that's something you are never going to get away from.
Impersonation?
Yeah, so I've had quite a few YouTube channels which take my name, QC Animations, and re-upload my content.
Oh, wow.
So what do I have to do? I have to copyright them, strike them down to make sure that they don't make any, you know, like views money off my work. Like that's another issue with YouTube. I don't think many people know, but the bigger you are, the more problems you're going to have with people impersonating you, people re-uploading your stuff, and then you have to submit copyright complaints.
Okay, interesting.
And then that goes straight to the headquarters of YouTube.
Yeah.
And then from the headquarters, they go back to you via email and take down all them videos.
Yeah.
Like it's got to the point where at the moment, me and Michael are trying to strike someone down for impersonation.
Okay.
So because they're not stopping. So we kind of have to push to get them taken down.
Yeah.
It takes a while. It's not like instant. It takes a while. Like the last time I had a really bad one, it took about 3 months.
Oh, okay, wow.
For it to be taken down.
In the meantime, that impersonator was monetizing your content. Okay.
Pretty much growing, getting bigger, basically saying, I'm the real QC Animations. And I'm just like, no, you're not.
Wow, crazy.
So we have a problem with that. That's like the biggest problem we have right now, because my channel is since 50K.
Yeah.
Everyone's decided it's a good idea to re-upload content. And I'm just like, you're not doing this. And that's where the company situation comes in. If I go into a company, you get, I can't remember what they're called, but you have like an upper company. I can't remember what they're called.
Right, because now you haven't incorporated yet, have you? You're not a...
No, not yet, but we're planning to really soon.
So you're thinking of doing that. Yeah. And that's obviously another stage, something we do talk about at Escape Studios, but we should probably talk about more is the benefits and burdens of incorporation, becoming a limited company. And I mean, I guess as an organization grows, the logic of becoming a limited company becomes more obvious.
Yeah. Like if I sign up for a company, I'll be QC Animations Limited, which then so anyone who tries to steal your name or take QC Animations or something, that upper company, that the one that's looking after your channel, the one that made your company, they go in and strike down everyone. Because at that stage, like when you're a company, at that stage, you can strike people. Like you don't do it. You as the creator don't do it. It's the upper company that does it. The one takes all the personators down, like anyone who reacts to their content, they get copyright strike practically instantly. But the only problem with that is doing a company is that you have to pay that upper company to look after you. So I can't do it yet because I don't make enough money. That's the situation.
But as you grow,
you get more a chance to be more successful and get an upper company for you.
And YouTube as a platform is still growing, isn't it? I mean,
YouTube has not stopped growing since it's like started. There's been challenger ones, but you know, none of them have got as big as YouTube has.
And what about hardware and software? I mean, what are you using to create QC animations?
Okay, so I have a custom built PC.
Okay, nice.
That's my hardware. So I've got a custom build that my boyfriend made up for me, and it's got, I think, oh god, I can't remember my settings. I can't remember what my all my settings are, but it's pretty powerful. Like it's your standard computer at this time. And all the software that I use is like I use Minimator, I use Cinema 4D, I use Maya, so Autodesk Maya. We use After Effects, Media Encoder. We're planning to go into Houdini. We're planning to go into I think it's called Dissolve or something. What else? There's quite a few. So then you've got Photoshop as well for thumbnails and stuff. You've got, you know, like Google Docs and stuff for like all my script writing, everything. My story writing. We use Google Drive as well. We have a OneDrive on top of that. So I've got a OneDrive in my computer down here. That has everything in it. So all the stuff in our OneDrive goes between mine and Michael's computer. So Michael lives 10 minutes away from me. So mine and his computer are connected through this OneDrive. So we can just send files over to each other like instantly.
Nice. Excellent. And I mean, we'll go over to questions from the audience in a minute. But I guess one of the things I'm most interested in is you know how we can kind of bring what you're doing into what we teach at Escape Studios, because this is a really innovative new way of approaching the whole business of animation. So what would, if another student came to you and said, I want to do the same thing, you know, how do I start my own animation channel at YouTube and get 83,000 subscribers? What would you, what advice would you give?
Oh boy. First thing I would say is find something you enjoy doing.
Right.
Like, don't do something that you're not going to enjoy doing, because once you set up your demographic, there's no way backing out of it. Trust me, I know. God, what else would I say? Because there's a lot. You have to be really lucky. I mean, for a way to start, like a really easy way to start is collabing with bigger people, because then you get the promotion that way. Like, say if someone comes up to me and say, QC, can I collaborate with you? So long as it's not too big and I'm not busy, sure, I will. I'll give you like shout-outs and stuff, which gives your increased following, because people are like, oh, she knows this person. Their content must be good as well. So it's like with the bigger YouTubers, the more you like talk to them and, you know, like collab with them, like make collaborations and stuff, the bigger you're gonna get a lot quicker. Like I started off with making memes. I started like some of the popular stuff back at the time. You have to hop on to trends quite quickly.
Right.
That's another problem. What else?
So you're having to respond to...
You have to respond to what people are looking for. So I can actually give you an example of one that I had to hop on the bandwagon of not long ago. So my voice actor, so I got a voice actor for Azrael, like not that long ago. I had to go on casting call and grab a few people. So a couple of weeks ago.
What's casting call? Is that a...
So casting call is like a voice actor haven.
Oh, cool.
So if you need voice actors, you go to casting call and send out a project, and then people come to you. I had so many applications for Lucifer, for Sharia, for Azrael, for Sammy, and Brendan. and I've got all my main voice actors from there, and I'm friends with all of them.
Yeah,
I don't hesitate when I talk to them. Like I talk to one of them, so the one who voice acts Sammy, Adam. I talk to him day-to-day basis, and he just helps out quite a lot. Like I think he's gonna be starting to model it for us soon. So like I can push people from one thing into another thing if they enjoy it. That's the lucky thing with me. But this was released. So there was a trend, like think back not long ago. I think it was like at the end of last year, there was a trend called PogChamp. And I did one because my voice actor did it for me. And this is what I did.
Fine. I guess you are my little PogChamp. Come here.
Okay, so it was...
Fine. I guess you are my little PogChamp. Come here.
Right, so that was just a bit of PogChamp. It was just a line of dialogue.
Yeah.
People were just animating that.
Yeah, everyone was animating it. And I was like, I'm going to hop on the trend too. And I find out my voice actor's done it already.
Right.
So he sent it over to me instantly. And I was like, QC, I did it. I'm just like, wait, you did what? And I was like, oh, I saw it on the team server. And I was like, oh my God, he actually did the trend. I need to do it. And I did it in a day. That's how quick I was. I did it in a day, released it the day after. I was like, yes, let's go.
Wow, I think I missed the PogChamp meme, but anyway, that's great.
Yeah.
So the advice is do something you're passionate about, because ultimately if you're going to work 100 hours a week, you got to love this stuff. Yeah,
you got to love it. You got to be passionate about it. You have to have your passion projects, and you have to, like, if you enjoy doing music, do music. Try and get another animator to do it for you, like do a music video for you. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a music video for someone with their song, because I went to them and was like, can I do your song? I was like, yeah, sure. So
you're basically approaching people saying, I know that your song is copyright, but can I use it? For
basically. Yeah. I had to. You have to email people. You have to email people. Yes, Amy. Well, what? Yes.
Or not. Can I come in or not?
No.
Give me a brush.
Huh? Oh my God. Okay, family problem. Wait a second.
It's all right. It's all right.
One sec.
Okay. Well, I'll just talk a little bit about. So we're talking to Charlotte Gimbird of QC Animations, who set up her amazing YouTube channel. She's just gone to deal with a brief domestic crisis, but she'll be back in a moment. QC Animations has 80,000 subscribers at YouTube, or 83,000 almost now. And
sorry about that.
That's all right. Welcome back.
I'm the adult of the house right now.
Doing a little channel identification there. All right, so in a minute let's take a couple of questions here. We've got a question from Liam Mann here, which is, do you have I don't even know how you say this. Is it Patreon?
Patreon, yeah.
Patreon. Do you have a Patreon?
I do have a Patreon. If you want, I can grab the link to it. Hold on.
Okay, cool. So Patreon, for the ignorant old gits like me, it's basically a way of again, it's new media stuff. It's a way of helping people pay for content that they think is cool, that they want to pay for. Is that right?
Yeah.
And they can give you what, any amount of money? £1 million?
What? No, not that much. Oh my God. No.
10 million?
No. I currently have 5 Patreons. Like I have 5 Patreons. One of them is actually in university. And he's my friend, so he's one of them.
Okay.
Where are my other lot? Let me just quickly find them, because I have a Patreon chat on my Discord as well.
Okay.
But yeah, look, they're all here. So all the ones in pink are my patrons. They pay like $1 to like, I think 10 is the highest one I've got right now. $10 a month for me to release stuff. And on Discord, I release stuff all the time when it comes to teasers and stuff, to give them an early access to everything.
Okay, so it's like, so your Patreon subscribers can get extra stuff, or they get exclusive access, early access,
whereas everyone else doesn't, so they have to wait, whereas my patrons get it early. Early access to everything, because this wasn't released until after Destiny was released. So that's the character sheet for Lucifer. Yeah. And then we also released this on my 24K special.
Yeah. So now, so let's just kind of mentally fast forward. So it's now January 2021. So you will graduate from Escape Studios in the summer of 2022, unless you do the 4th year. Now, I'm guessing that you're not going to be applying for a job at a traditional animation studio because you've already got something going of your own that you will want to grow and expand. I mean, that's just my impression, right?
Yeah, like I made the decision like not that long ago. So I'm doing my 4th year at university. So I'm going to go into the master's degree.
Right,
and but then I think it's going to be like I might not go straight into the industry. Like I think I might spend 2 years on my YouTube channel, like making it bigger quicker. And then like I was talking to Michael about it the other day, and he was like, you know, if your YouTube channel doesn't grow, you have to go into the industry at that point. And then you have to, you know, choose your job over your YouTube channel. Like basically what was going to push your, you know, your livelihood forward. Like what's going to make you move out of your, you know, your parents' house quicker.
But I mean, in a sense, you are the industry, right? I mean, this is
I mean, yes, but no.
Yeah.
It's a yes, but no situation. So I am, but I'm not. But it's a different side of it. Like not one everyone knows about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's your sort of 5-year plan for this? Do you hope to grow it to sort of 500,000 subscribers, or?
My plan is to get it to about 5 million by the time I'm done. Like that's my goal. I don't think I'm going to get like 100 million like PewDiePie or something, because they're all vloggers. Right. They're a different section of YouTube, or they play games or something. But like with Minecraft animators, you know, there is some big ones. Samikau is one of the big ones, but he left his channel 6 years ago. So he moved on because he went into animation industry. From what I understand, he went in.
Okay.
And stopped his YouTube channel. Yeah. It's like you're going to get to a situation where if you're not making enough views, or your sub base isn't growing, or you're not getting as much money as you would in industry, that's when you swap over into the actual industry. Right. So I have a plan for about 2 years, see how my 2 years goes.
Yeah.
And then if I have to go into the industry, I will, as much as I don't want to at the moment. Like, I don't think I'm prepared enough to go into the industry because I'm very finicky when it comes to what I want to do.
But I can see you being immensely interesting to a traditional media company like, say, Disney or DreamWorks, which is trying to figure out how to take their content and monetize it on platforms like YouTube. I mean, if I were, you know, if I were at Disney and I were looking to hire you, I wouldn't be putting you as an animator necessarily on a show or a feature. I'd probably be thinking, how can we get Charlotte to work her magic with our IP, with our content? I mean, that's probably, I'm guessing that would be one interesting way to go to take, because you've got some secret sauce here, which you know, which traditional media companies want.
I keep it hidden for a reason.
Right. Well, exactly. Well, indeed. I mean,
Not many people know about it in real life. Not many people know.
Yeah, but I mean, the only reason that companies like Disney remain significant today is because they are continually reinventing their business model to incorporate these new digital platforms. And there are many, many companies that have not succeeded in making these transitions.
Yeah. It's a tough one. It's a tough transition.
Yeah.
Like from one thing to another, like something that you've been doing for like so long. It's not easy to transition into something completely new. No. Like it's going to take a while for your channel to grow, all that stuff. That's just really, you got to watch out. Like if you really want to become a YouTuber like me, or want to do animation on YouTube, you have to be so careful of what demographic you want to go into. I went into Minecraft because every kid loves it. Every kid knows what it is. And I just made it my own. So it's not full on Minecraft. It's like stylized Minecraft.
Right.
Because, you know, the females have actual human female body. Like, you know, like all the normal features you would have on a human rig is on the females, but it's just blocky. Yeah. Like low poly based stuff. Yeah. Like a lot of the maps are blocky because, you know, that's the whole Minecraft thing.
Yeah.
So it's like you're going for a style, but you're not going for a style. So I do Minecraft, but Minecraft is stylized for a reason.
Yeah, the low poly thing that presumably makes it easier and quicker to animate.
Yes and no, it's a nightmare.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like if you really quickly look on my screen, this is something I've been working on, but it's not much. but I'm in Maya right now. So this map was built yesterday, and Michael pulled it out of Minecraft into its into Maya, and we've got like this is like a skit right now. So this is one of the skits I'm working on. I don't know if you want me to play it because there's swearing in it. I don't know if you want me to play it.
I don't
It's
personally
swearing.
mind. Does anybody mind?
Does anyone mind swearing? Because
I think we're probably.
are we good?
Maybe we can bleep it out later on if.
If something happens with it. But
anybody minds.
yeah, this is one of the skits I'm working on. It's not much, but it's just camera right now. Like I did the camera yesterday, and my voice actor did the lines like not that long ago. I wonder if you can hear it. Let me just quickly turn it up.
Doing.
Okay, so what you're gonna hear, there's gonna be sound in the background. I did the sound design. I did the sound for this.
Cool.
Because I got it from my original video. But here.
Whew. Well, sorry I'm late. I was doing things.
He pushed me down the fucking stairs.
Push is such a strong word. I prefer to call it giving you a little nudge.
Oh, I'll give you a little nudge when I shove my foot up your ass.
Hey! You watch your fucking language in front of Sammy.
That's a voice actor skit that I've been working on, so it kind of like came out of nowhere. So I was like, okay, we need to do this quick.
Yeah.
And I got all of my voice actors onto it. Oh my god, my camera's like died right now. Oh my god. Ignore it. It's fine. No wonder why it got dark outside. Okay, so I'm like in the dark right now. Okay, there we go. So
we're all good.
so that's a voice actor skit that I'm currently working on. That's going to be released in a couple of months because we've got 3 different music videos to come out still. So we've got Bittersweet, so ITS episode 1. I can show you it if you want me to. I don't mind showing the first 5 sequences that we finished.
Yeah. Show a little clip.
Let me just quickly grab it if I can find where it is real quick.
Yeah,
because I've got like so many files. It's ridiculous.
I bet.
Like we have a hit meme as well, so this is going to be released soon. If I can grab the full one, I don't know if it's in here. I don't think it is, because I put it somewhere. Oh God, okay. Here we go. Okay, so this was finished last year, but we haven't rendered it yet. All done in Maya.
And what do you render in?
I render in Redshift.
Okay.
I don't use Arnold, I use Redshift.
Right.
But yeah, we've got to still render this. We've got to send this over to the render farm. Still. I did that. Live action reference.
It's good. It's pretty sweet.
And that too.
Good.
That's going to be released in about 2-3 months.
Cool.
Or when we don't have a video.
And do you find that like your fans that they get into the stories and they want to know
they
they want to
do.
know what's going to happen to the characters and
they do. They
then-
love it.
yeah. So it's the story. Ultimately, obviously, it's all about music and animation, but it's the stories that kind of hook people
Yeah.
in, and they want to know more.
Yeah, I had a problem with writing stories at first. So TLS's story is a bit all over the place right now until season 2 that we've got going. It's a nightmare, trust me. Like,
So in a way, you're almost thinking like a soap opera. Like you've got all these interweaving characters, and you've got to figure out what they're going to do.
yeah, it's like that. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like really hard to explain. If you want, I can show you. I can show you something that's not been shown by anyone yet. No one's seen it. I can show you if you want me to.
Cool.
So everything's in parts right now, but there is like, this is all going to be put together, like in After Effects. This is ITS episode 1. This is the first episode. There's Azrael, and there's Gina, is the girl, his
Yeah.
girlfriend currently. I didn't animate this. My other animator did this. I just fixed it. I did the run.
Cool.
I did this. And this.
When you're breaking down, when you touch the ground, when you're crying out, I'm with you.
This is the most
In
recent.
the darkest stars and the fallen stars, I've seen your worst parts, I know you. Lean your head on me. Anytime you please, 'cause I've been keeping all my feelings, 'cause I know you're a friend.
If you want, I can show you the script as well. So
Yeah,
the
no,
script
it's
has
very
been written out.
It's very sweet, very touching. I mean, they feel like real characters. I mean, they're real stories and.
Yeah, I've just got to quickly like swap this over because I can't even see it. Okay, so we've got up to sequence 5 so far. So this is how we lay it out. So we had layout for all 5 scenes so far. So Michael did the 3D layout for me, and I just went and animated it. And then we've written everything else out here.
Yeah, yeah.
And then ending A is what I'm doing for my specialism. So I'm doing focus in cinematography. And I'm right now waiting for my voice actors to do the lines down here.
Yeah.
So I had to lay it out. I had to send it all over to them like yesterday. I did a director's version of how I want the lines to be done, and that worked.
Okay, so you're like doing a sample.
Yeah.
You're doing the lines and then say do it like this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And there's like on stream boards, so I have like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that's in progress.
Yeah.
I mean, Torn Apart, that is episode 5 of TLS.
Yeah.
The season finale of season 1.
Yeah.
That's done. It's just cutscene 3 was done about a week ago now, and I'm stuck on cutscene 2 because I've been focusing on my university work. I don't know how many of you saw it on the Facebook, but this is what I'm doing for this is a layout for
Yeah, you're doing this
cutscene 2.
for the next module. Yeah. You're sneaking in some combining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm combining stuff.
Good. Charlotte, I think we're out of time. I think we have to wrap it up there. I'm just checking to see if there's any more questions, but it looks like we've covered everything. But thank you for sharing QC animations with us. I think it's really interesting.
It's not a problem.
And it's a really amazing world that you've created from nothing, before you even came to Escape Studios. So it's very impressive.
Yeah, just messy desktop. Welcome to an animator's desktop.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's
got like everything on here. Like
Burning
everything's
skulls.
on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, listen, thank you very much for your time. I can't
It's
wait to see
alright.
how QC Animations grows. I shall be watching to see that number 82.9k subscribers grow. But thank you for sharing it with us
It's alright.
and inviting us into your universe.
My little world that I created.
Your large and growing world.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, well, thank you very much. It's been a privilege.
Thank you. Oh god. So much work to do still. It's alright, guys. It's fine. And now I go back to work. All right. Bye, everyone. Have fun.